to another episode of Hoppier Days. You'll never guess what. It's another special episode. This box came from a lovely man named Andrew from Winooski, Vermont.
Winooski means onions.
All right, let's see what's in this box. Magic.
All right, that was a real deep bend I had to do to pick up these scissors. This is the most delightfully packaged box I've ever received. Look at it, it's covered in paper. No one would ever suspect that there's
alcohol in here.
Santa Claus's beard. What on earth is this? Look at this packaging job. Here be Dragons Double India Pale Ale with toasted coconut, dragon fruit, and prickly pear. That's a fun label. I do love the Burlington Beer Company labels. They're very nice and fun and just pleasing to really look at. I spit on the can just then. Right, what do we have here now? We have Double Peak Nostalgia Milkshake Double India Pale Ale with strawberries, vanilla, and milk sugar. Wow, holy smokes. I love this label. A little retro feel to it with like NES controller. What's that noise? I gotta shut this. Some of our neighbors are a little on the, how do you say, loud side, and it makes it difficult to record, so I gotta close all the windows and everything. Then it gets hot as the blazes in here. Then what do we have here? Ooh. Got a big one! This one's wrapped in some sort of, like cot fabric or something, or some sort of comforter. House of Fermentology. Psychological Dot Golden Wild Ale, fermented in aged oak barrels with sage, zested lime, and Vermont wildflower honey. That sounds like one Al would really like. Unfortunately, she's not around to try it right now. She's retiling the roof. This House of Fermentology is actually from Foam Brewers, I think. It doesn't say anything on it about Foam Brewers, but I know this House of Fermentology has something to do with Foam Brewery. I could look it up right now. So they somehow blend beers and then they ferment them in oak barrels, and it somehow has to do with the Foam Brewery, but it's not the Foam Brewery, it's the House of Fermentology. So let's drink this one first. I think this would be the appropriate one to open up and gulp. Let's see if we can rocket this guy off. If I could just edge this, it's gotta be edging right before I pop it off. Yes! Whew! Took a while, but we got there. Whoa! This one's like electrical. It like zaps you right on the cheeks. Too bad Al's out roofing the house, or otherwise she could probably try some. Hey Al, you want to try this? Almost done?
Yeah, almost done. About 6 or 7 more tiles to go.
You only had 6 or 7 more tiles on the whole roof, and you came down.
I was thirsty.
Now you got to get back on the roof just for 7 tiles. Do you remember Vermont?
Do I remember Vermont?
Yeah.
Yes.
This comes from Foam Brewers in Vermont.
Oh, they had a really good cheese board.
So what you're about to drink is Psychological Dot Golden Wild Ale, fermented and aged in oak barrels with sage, zested lime.
Zestimate?
I'd like to know your zestimate on this.
Ooh. Oh, it gets you.
It's
Whoa.
electric, isn't it?
Zing!
I don't know if I've had anything like that.
The second sip is less alarming than the first sip.
It dries your mouth out incredibly fast, though.
Yeah, I'm like extremely thirsty now.
I can taste the zestimate. I don't know if I can taste the Vermont wildflower honey. I don't know if I can taste the sage or andouille sausage that's in here. It's pretty good, though.
It is good. It's just like Warhead.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like any of the things except lime. And it's sour.
It's very soda-like. If you had to give this a zestimate of 10 out of 50, what would you give it?
I think it's doing a good job of what it's supposed to be. I wouldn't want like any more than this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to drink a bathtub full.
Just get in the bathtub with a straw.
I wouldn't get in the bathtub and drink the beer I'm sitting in.
In it.
No, God, no. I'd have a second bathtub right next to it. I'd be in with water, and I'd have a long straw with the other bathtub filled with beer. The scale's from 10 to 50.
10 to 50 what's?
Zestimates.
Zestimates? 47 zestimates.
Oh, that's really high.
Yeah. It's supposed to be sour.
Yeah.
Check that right off the list.
I'm not so generous as you. I'm going to give it, on a scale of 10 to 50, my zestimate's going to be 40.
Oof. Oh.
Next up, we're going to try Double Peak Nostalgia Milkshake, Double India Pale Ale with strawberry, vanilla, and milk sugar, and a little bit of cat hair.
Hair that's detached from its body that's just wet is like the worst thing. That's my least favorite thing.
More so than...
Wow.
Oh, and we'll come back in 3 hours and drink that. It smells really good.
It's so pretty. Actually, it's not really pretty.
No.
It's like the Mississippi River. It smells like strawberries.
You can taste the strawberries.
That is a
And the vanilla.
delight.
It is very, very, very like a milkshake. Yeah, the color is not satisfying to look at. It sort of looks like you were getting like a hazy IPA at a bar. They were going to pour you a hazy IPA, and the bartender had like a really terrible laceration on their hand, and they got blood in your beer. And it was probably like, so the beer's like 5% blood. Maybe 10%. So like it kind of changed the color a little bit, but it's still got that yellowish beer color, but with a little tinge of that brownish red blood.
I mean, that's what it looked like when I got that beer that one time. It tastes so good though. I love it. It tastes like a dessert. It tastes like strawberries and cream.
It doesn't taste like artificial strawberry either. It tastes
it tastes just like the strawberries we had earlier today, actually.
Yeah. What would you rate that?
All of them.
That's the rating. All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
We've gotten all of them.
Yeah.
Oh. And she was never seen again. All right, folks. Well, I guess that's it. That's the end of this episode. Thank you very much, Andy, for sending me these beers. You guys should follow Andy on Instagram at Andy Drinks Beer. He posts a lot of awesome photos of crazy beers he gets, and you guys like following beer stuff. You either want to see a nice photo of a beer can with a crazy label and stuff, or you want to see just like
Big old boobies.
holding a can of beer. That's what people follow that follow beer accounts. He is the first one. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I enjoy all of you and everyone who subscribes and comments and likes and purchases a Hoppier Day t-shirt or pin from hoppierdays.com. Check me out on Club Penguin. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you all on the flip side.